afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. If you're seeing that red live button up at the top, that means you're catching us live, and I hope you are, because we are crafting today in an event with the Wild Honey Group. Here is our pal Wilby, and I think I'm just going to have to... All right, I'm back. I had to check to make sure my Wi-Fi was turned back on. I was afraid we're going to lose you. So come on in, friends, say hello when you pop on so we know who's there. We are crafting with the Wild Honey event today. Ode to Poe. Ode to Poe. I love it. You guys, so far it's been really educational. Miss Mandy was very educational with the Poe facts. I'm not so Poe, what's the educated? Hello, Miss Marlene. Let me get my comments up here on my computer. Thank you, Miss Lois. I appreciate you, friend. Come on in. We're going to do some crafting and chatting this morning. Well, it's actually morning some places. It just turned afternoon here. It's 12:15 here in Michigan, but it's 11:15 in a lot of other areas that are in this event. Poe proficient. I know, right? I just don't... I had to do some... This is like, sometimes when you get into some of these events that have themes, you have to actually do like homework. I mean, they really make you like figure out what the heck you're supposed to be doing here. It's too funny. So say hello to our pal Wilby. He's gonna slide over here to the right and just kind of hang out while we craft. I'm gonna light up our positivity candle so that we all stay positive today in the Poe event. We don't want to be negative in the Poe event. Plus, it always makes it smell nice and lovely down here. Hello, Miss Teddy Bear, Miss Chrissy. Okay, so I am going to take this piece of wood, okay, this piece of scrap wood that I have in my stash here, and I've got these two little spindle thingies that I got from Woodpecker's Crafts, and we're going to put these up at the top and the bottom, and I'm going to paint them black. Okay, so I decided I'm going to put a glove on. You know, I used to laugh at people who put gloves on when they painted. Hello, Miss Chris. I'm doing great. I used to laugh at people who put gloves on when they painted because I was like, oh, don't want to get your hands dirty. Well, I didn't want to put my apron on today because I wanted you to see my lovely witchy shirt. And I also didn't want to get paint all over my hands because black paint is where I get it everywhere. Absolutely love the huge stranger. Isn't that awesome? Hello, Miss Sandy and English Cottage Crafts. Okay, so we're going to do some Waverly ink, okay? Now, on the board itself, I am just going to do some dry brushing. Hello, Miss Juanita. Hello, Miss Debbie. I know. I did come on this morning because before Miss Mandy started, because I went to an estate sale and I got some really cool things. So I did pop on and show those things. I just love estate sales. You guys know that. So I had to share that before because I like to share it when I have it in my car still, so it's easier to... instead of dragging it down here and then dragging it all the way over here because it has to go way over there. Hello, Miss Donna. So I'm going to take my brush, just get some black paint on here and just kind of offload a little bit because I don't want this to be totally covered. I just want to kind of dry brush some black onto the wood, okay? That's what we're doing with this. We're going to do with this. So how's everybody's day going so far? Well, good morning, CNC or CC Redesigns. Do you ever go to auction type sales? Not if I could help it. Not if I could help it. A lot of the auction sales that they have around here seem to always be like farm equipment, kind of things. Sometimes my mom and dad used to go to a lot of auctions, but my sister, when she likes to go to auctions, she'll love it. I say this about her. She likes to go to auctions and bid against herself. So she used to always have my dad do it for her because that's what most of them are around there, are the auctions. See, we're fortunate that we have a lady here locally that's her business. Like, I was talking to her mom a few weeks ago, and she was saying that she does like about 100 estate sales a year. So 152 weeks. Isn't that crazy? Your boss goes to auctions for logging equipment. Oh yeah, see, that's what they have that around here. They have a lot. I'm not going to worry about the back. You can see that this wood was a piece that went in with like they had it like in a big frame. And I have taken it apart and piece by piece I have crafted with, I think this is the last piece. Yeah, my sister, she does. Okay, so there's that. This is just a little dry brushing on there. Now, the reason why I put the glove on is for these. These are going to get painted fully with this. And I didn't want to get it all over my hands because, see, it's, I mean, how do you paint one of these without getting it all over your hands? You really can't. You really can't. So why not just put the glove on and call it good? Yeah, the sale was good today. I was excited. I was excited with the things that I found. I don't always love driving like a half hour to get to a sale, and because I'm not sure what's going to be left, because, you know, I go on the last days when, you know, it's 50% off, and so you take a chance of the things that you saw in the pictures may not be there anymore, which the bottles that Mother wanted, or she was hoping for. My brush has a little water in it from cleaning it. They didn't have them, but as I was kind of looking, I told her, I said, I think those bottles might have been too small anyway, so it probably was a good thing. We had some garage sales, but you don't go. Our garage sales are winding down here. It's getting too cold. It's getting too cold. I asked him that when I went to the, because I guess I don't remember going to estate sales in the winter. My husband's like, yeah, you did. I just don't remember. And she said, yeah, we'll have them as long as people call and want them. I'm like, ooh. I'll still be going. You didn't go today. Hello, Miss Doris from Ohio. All right, so we're just painting these little spindles. I said I got these from Woodpecker's Crafts, and if you are interested, I do have an affiliate link with Woodpecker's Crafts. If you would like it, I can put it in the comments, or you can just message me and I can give you that. I think it gives you like a percentage or something off. Some percentages off if you use that. So I think I can dry this. I'm gonna dry this. I think we may have a special friend in the house. Hold on, let me take this black glove off because our special friend may not want to get the black on him. So, for all of you that don't know, I actually have a dog named Edgar Allan. And here he is. Oh, he's very stage fright. He's very scared. Don't be scared. Look at the camera. Look at him. Look at the camera. This is Edgar Allan. He's shaking like a leaf because he doesn't usually come down here. So he's very nervous. So I was originally just going to hold Edgar Allan for my 45 minutes and just talk about how Edgar Allan is just a wonderful little dog. But he's so shaky, so scared. Say hi to everybody. He's our sweet boy. He's just over a year old, but he's so sweet. But yes, he's shaking like a leaf. He doesn't have his pants on.
I took them off. You don't want to embarrass him.
They asked where his pants were.
Oh.
He said, my husband brought him down. He said, I took them off. I didn't want to embarrass him. Oh, shoot. Yes, that dog is, thank you, babe. That dog is just over, he turned a year in July, and he's going to be he's a two-time father. He will be when Espen has her puppies in the end of November. So, yeah. And then that'll be it. He'll be retired. He's going in, November 12th, he goes in for the old snip. He'll be snip-snipped. All right, I think I got those good. End of the breeding here in the household. He told me he wasn't going to bring him down, so I'm glad he did. So, okay, you guys, we've got our board. Dry brush, just to add a little color to that. Usually I keep pants on to get it. Yeah, right? I should have told him that. And then these are going to go at the top and the bottom. Let me close this black paint up, because that can be disastrous. Hello, Miss Debbie. That is true. I should have told him that. Usually it's the opposite, honey. Okay, so when I was trying to figure out what I was going to put on my board, I went online and I was like looking up some quotes, some really cool quotes. So I decided to go with the one, I think now, Miss Mandy talked a lot about the Annabelle Lee, okay? So this is from that poem. It says, "We loved with a love that was more than love." And so I printed this off, and I think Miss Juanita is on here. I think, are you the one who thought this was mulberry paper? It is. So when I was talking about rice paper, when I thought I ordered rice paper, oh, thank you. Hello, Kelly Cat. How are you, friend? I thought that I did order rice paper, but I ordered mulberry paper, apparently. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I ripped the edges, or the top, and I'm going to rip the sides. And we're going to have it, so we're going to put a few more things on here. But I think it's going to come up more higher up here. Can you guys see that? It's going to be higher up here. You like using mulberry paper? Yes, I do too. And this is the first time that I've had it like this. Before I've had one with more texture, like more colors and stuff in it. So this is my first time. So I think I'm going to bring this up about like that. And I just need to kind of gauge where I'm going to rip it, okay? So I'm going to rip down the sides here to get this to fit. So when I was on, I don't think this was on Pinterest. I think I just Googled it and it gave famous quotes or whatever from him. And so when I found this one, it took me to a page where I could get a free printable. You know, I'm all about the free printables. Hello, Miss Shauna. I know I am busy today. So I found this, I got this free printable, and when I printed it, it was just like the outlines of the words. So all of this black that's on here, last night I was sitting upstairs with a fine line Sharpie and just filling all that in so you could see it better. Okay, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It has the raven at the top, and it has a heart there too. I'm gonna have to make that red. I didn't have a let me make sure I got this right. I didn't have a red pen upstairs. I wasn't really focused on that heart part, the heart part last night. Hello, Miss Jolynn. How are you? So I hope everybody's having a great day today so far. I'm excited to see what everyone does today because, like I said, we were having a little group chat last night that we have for the events when we do, special events. It can get crazy. It can get crazy talking about. I hear weeks and weeks ago when I knew I was going to be in this event, I had I got to figure out a plan. And here I am still at the 11th hour trying to get my act together. Never fails. That chat was hilarious. It was hilarious. Okay. So now that I'm going to take those off, now that I have that all ripped out, it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be really cool. Okay. I wonder if my aunt was an English teacher, and she loves books. She has a library and all those things. I wonder if she would like this. Maybe I'll have to gift it to her. I don't know if she likes Edgar Allan Poe. We'll have to ask her. Crazier than it in here. Wait. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we did a different kind of crazy, I guess. We do have some crazy chats. Where did that come from again? The printable. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's I'd have to look it up because it was one of those things where you go on a page and it says it'll send you the print, it'll send you the printable, and they emailed it to me, but I can't tell you. I just Googled it. Poe quotes. Poe quotes. Hello, Miss Sharon. But yeah. So we're just going to go. I really like this mulberry paper when they put this Mod Podge on here because it hopefully doesn't run with that mark. Oh, we'll see what happens. We could destroy this, and hopefully not because it dried overnight. Hopefully not. But it takes it really well. You can put a thicker coat on it, I feel than just regular paper. Yeah, I don't remember what the site was because it was just how you go on when you're on Pinterest or whatever, and there'll be quotes from Poe or free printable, and then they give you a bunch of different websites within one article, and then they take you to a different page. They'll get you down the rabbit hole. Get you down the rabbit hole. Okay, so hopefully I can get this where I want it. Let's see. Now get it straight now. Don't be crooked. Don't be crooked. So it's deer hunting season here now. I think it's bow and arrow season here in Michigan, or at least in my part. And this morning I saw on my way back from the estate sale, someone got them a big one. And they were loaded in the truck. Always makes those hunters nice and happy down the rabbit hole. I know. I'm there most of my time on the internet. Look at that. It's gonna be so cute. So I was wondering how the black would show through. That's why I only wanted to kind of dry brush it, but I really think it's kind of looking cool when I push it down here and it starts to dry. This mulberry paper is just nice. I'm really liking it. Really liking it. As I push it down, it brings that up a little bit more. I'll hold it up here so you guys can see it. Hello, Miss Sue from Grand Rapids and muzzleloader. Is it muzzleloader? I don't know. It may be now. You guys see it? It looks so cool. It could be now. Miss Sue, I'm in Battle Creek. I don't know if you watched me before. I don't remember. I'm sorry if you have. And I don't recall. My bad. But yes, I'm in Battle Creek. Okay, these are going to go at the top and bottom, but I'm going to distress them a little bit. I got to distress them. Miss Sandy, you are cracking me up with your story. Miss Sandy was talking about her story, and you know what happens in the chat stays in the chat, but that's when I realized I think I need to do a little bit more research on Poe, because I don't think I'm very educated. I think I'm very educated on the man. Okay, I don't want to use that. I'm really suffering with my paper here. I need to go get some. Muzzleloader was last weekend, but I don't know how long it lasts. You know, every state is different. You know, every state is different. So, I don't know. I don't know what they do up here. I don't know. All I know is November 15th, you'll hear ting, 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 ching, ching, ching. There'll be bullets flying everywhere. They're crazy. They're crazy. You crack me up. All right, like that. I like that. Okay. We just distressed it down a little bit. You guys know I like that look. It kind of matches the dry brush of the board a little bit better. A little bit better. So from my little tiny bit of research, now I with Miss Mandy giving all her facts, I was like, oh Lord, I don't even want to talk about anything I read, because what if it's not true? Because you know, what you read on the internet may not be true. But what I read was that, and like, again, if I say something wrong, just be like, okay, she doesn't know what she's talking about. This is just what I read. That Annabelle Lee was the poem, right? There was not really an Annabelle Lee. It was, they assume, what I read was that it was assumed that was about his wife, Virginia. That was what her name was, Virginia, who was his, as Miss Sandy said, his childhood bride. His child bride, not his childhood. He was an adult, she was a child. But I don't think that was very uncommon for back in those days, clearly. But what I read was that they weren't sure who it was really about, but it was assumed that it was about her. So I thought that was really sweet. I'm like, we loved with a love that was more than love, which is very deep. It's very, very deep, right? Okay, so let me wipe this back a little bit because you can see where I dusted it and it's kind of looking shabby. Okay. Now I'm gonna glue these at the top and the bottom. Now I only have 45 minutes, so when am I done? 1, right? Yeah. Okay. I gotta keep track. I don't know what it is about taking 15 minutes away from your time that like makes you just go, where did the time go? Where did the time go? Okay. So I'm gonna take some Tite Bond. Okay. I'm gonna put a little. Come back. I'm gonna put a little Tite Bond on here, but I'm also gonna put some hot glue because we're gonna need the hot glue for the for the short term, but we're gonna use some Tite Bond for the long term to hold these on here, because you know, wood on wood, you don't want it to pop off with the hot glue. So we're just gonna put a little hot glue right like so. I'm going to sit that right on there in the middle. Hopefully it's centered. You guys know I'm usually crooked. Hello, Miss Jill. Usually I'm crooked. Crooked, but that's okay. And I just had these laying here, so I thought, well, that would be a nice little addition to the top and the bottom of this to add these on there. These little cute little guys. All right. So put some of that in those 3 spots. So where this estate sale that I went to today is over by this really, really bougie lake. Now, it's like 10 times bougier than the lake here that we have. Like, we're talking million dollar homes. Like executives from like Stryker, you guys know Stryker, which they make hospital beds, hospital equipment. What's it called now? It used to be Upjohn Pharmacy. I don't even know what it's called now. They made the COVID shot. I can't remember what it's called. A few Temu items coming. Oh, nice. Nice. But a lot of executives from those big corporations that live over in Kalamazoo. Okay, guys. And they have these big, expensive, beautiful homes. And I was driving by and I was like so jealous. I was like, oh, so jealous. Okay. So I'm liking how this is looking. What do you guys think? Yeah, do you have any molds coming? So to add some color to this, first of all, I got to put a little color on that heart right there. Did you see on right here, hanging from the I don't want to say crow, it's a raven, right? Hanging from there is a little heart. So I want to put a little red there. We need to put a little red in there. I'm like, let me grab a little red paint. Talk about a red. Yes. There's nothing worse than the Temu rabbit hole. You really can go down a rabbit hole. Okay, I just grabbed Anita's dark red, or Rojo Oscuro. Rojo Oscuro. I'm just gonna get one of my little daughters. I'm gonna use a daughter for this. Let me grab one of my little daughters out. Yeah, I haven't gone down that rabbit hole for a little bit. Oh, my husband gets so mad at me when I order. So mad. Ribbons and some metal corner pieces. Nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of blotch this in here, splotch it in here, because it's just a very tiny little heart, and I think a paintbrush, I don't even know if I could get one that small, but I could keep it in the lines there to make it stay looking like a heart. Good. This is good. This is good. All right. Let me hold it up real quick and make sure I got it all the way. All right. See? We just added that right in there. Boom. On Temu, I'm in craft supplies. You're looking at shower curtains. Splotch is the crafting term. I should have started a library, a dictionary. A library for my dictionary. Of all the stupid words I use. Do you guys order from Temu, use your personal accounts, or do you use refillable card from stores? I don't order from the app, and I pay through PayPal. That's how I do it. Okay. Okay, so I cut out some material, okay? I thought it would be really cool to have 2 little hearts, right? Because we loved with a love more than love. Wait, we loved with a love that was more than love. That's a lot. So I figured there's 2 hearts, right? So we should have 2 hearts. Now, these are just wonky little hearts that I cut. Like, I literally took a piece of material, folded it in half, and cut it with my pinking shears. That's it. Nothing fancy here whatsoever. You guys know I don't. I can't sew. I can't sew. So I can't sew, and we're just gonna hot glue this together, and we're gonna put a little polyfill in it, so we have two little puffy little hearts that are gonna go at the bottom, because this was their love. This was their love. Crafty verbiage, yes, right? Oh, but you know what? Miss Lois has some good verbiage too. She has some good. When she said tailage that one day, that was a classic. I'll never forget that one. She used the term tailage. I was like, oh, I'm down with that one. I'm not going to forget that. Now, I purposely made these kind of wonky. You're like, yeah, right. No, I did. I really did. I I did. Well, you know, when I'm on Temu, I also go down, like, I look at clothes. I go all over the place. I'm all over the place. Like, yard decor, you know, I get little wiener dogs and things. It is a slippery slope. It really is. And then they start throwing those ads in your Facebook, you know, and you're like, oh, don't show me that. Now I'm going to have to get that. Okay, so I've got it glued, all but just a little hole right here. And I'll probably have to trim this up because I put it on a little crooked, but it's okay. It's all good. Just trim it up. We can put it that way when we put it on here. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I just take old pillows, you know. I don't get all fancy and go to Walmart or wherever and buy just get an old pillow. You know, we go through pillows, right? Don't throw it away. Just use this, right? Recycle, reduce, reuse. That's my public service announcement for today. Okay. So just take a little, whatever you have. Whoops. But make sure you have it open. And then take your little skewer and poke it down through there. Okay. Poke it down in there. It's going to take a minute to get it. Oh, I just poked it. PSA for the day. That's right. Recycle, reduce, reuse. What in the world, you guys? I can't get this to stay in there. Come on. Let me just shove it in there a little bit, and then I'll take the stick. There we go. They just announced in our recycling program, so in the city, they provide us with a recycle bin, like a big, huge container. And it's free. They don't charge us for it, so we'll actually use it. Because they know if people have to pay for it. We had to pay for the garbage ones and the yard waste containers and all that. So it's expensive. But they have that program for recycling, and they just decided that now you can put pizza boxes in there. Because before, I think it was the grease on the pizza box that they didn't want to take pizza boxes. But now, as long as you throw your pizza crust away in your dipping sauce packages, whoops, a little blowout over here. And your little, you know, those little, do you guys get those little plastic, little three-legged table things that keep your, that's what they look like, that keep your pizza from sticking to the box, or the roof of the box. You have to remove all that. It literally said that. And I thought it was funny. I was like, oh my gosh. Now we're taking greasy boxes. Your garbage and water is included in your electrical. Oh, nice. Shoot. Nothing's included. Nothing's included here. Nothing. Man, I really didn't glue this well. There's a hole up here too. Yeeks. That's why I'm not a sewer, ladies. That's why I'm not a sewer. The Barbie table, yes. I know my father-in-law, he always has those. I don't know what he does with them. Whoops, I just pulled some of that out of there. All right, how much time do we have left? We still have time. Oh, we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. Okay, so just gonna keep stuffing this in here. Oops. And we'll get it. So we have two little wonky hearts. You just messaged me? Okay. Okie dokie. I just love it. When I just wanted it to be kind of a weird, wonky little heart. And that's what I got. Mother, I don't think Mother's on. Have you guys seen her? Because she was waiting for my brother-in-law to come to her house to get the wheel put back on her lawnmower or her leaf picker-upper thingy. And then she had to go do leaves, because I'm sure it's been just driving her crazy. Wonky is good. You can use separate garbage. Okay, you can use. Oh, see, we can't even do that. We have one garbage company for the city, and it's a bill that comes from the city for our water, sewer, and garbage. Except for not our water, because we're on a well. We're like, for some reason, our neighborhood has wells. I don't know why. Or this area of Battle Creek. Not all the areas do. Yeah, she's probably out doing the leaves because, you know, she's been sick. So she's been inside all last week. And her leaves, you know, will drive her absolutely crazy. So, all right, there it is. There we have. Now, this one's a little bit more wonky. Like, I cut it a little bit like lower, and I thought that was kind of cool. Because, you know, maybe it's a his and her heart. I don't know. Does this one look more like a female heart and a male heart? I don't know. I don't know. All right, put that back in the bin of the pillowcase for now. Yeah, so I told her, I said, do you want me to come down later today? Yeah, it does look like it's a primitive heart, doesn't it? Do you want me to come down today and put your, I almost said her pineapples. You want to put your pineapples up? She doesn't have pineapples. Put your pumpkins up. And she goes, well, if you want to. I feel like when she says it like that, that means that she really wants me to, but only if I want to. And I said, well, I figure if I don't come down and put them up today, or, you know, if my sister or I don't get down there and do it, she's going to be gone next week. She's going to Wisconsin next week to my brother's. And then by the time she comes back, it's already into, like, you know, a week into November. And then she'll be wanting to, you know, like before, like after Thanksgiving, she's going to want to put her village up, her Christmas village. So why not, right? Okay. Here's my plan, is to put them down here like this. Like so. But I'm trying to decide if I want to, like, maybe hit the edges with a little black. Let me try it. Let's try it. We've got time, so let's try it. Just to add a little something. I don't have any, like, black wax. You know, that would be kind of cool. Or, I might get a little bit more paint. I was, you know, I don't have any, my chalk teak dark paste is just, you know, brown. I would really like it to be black. You know what, Miss Chrissy? I passed a house today that had pineapple shutters. They had pineapples on their shutters. Don't think I didn't laugh. I'm like, well, at least they're in the right direction. I thought it was hilarious. They did. I told you it means hospitality. It means hospitality. They were just telling everybody they were hospitable. Now, if the shutters flipped upside down, they might have had a tornado or something. Sending the wrong sign, right? Sending the wrong sign. Ooh, this is going to be cool. I like this. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see it, but okay, look. Can you see it? You could get black shoe polish paste. Oh. Well, I don't do this very often. But this works. Look. This works. I don't know how well you can... It didn't look like you could see it very well in that. In the bright light. But it's... If I bring it back, it looks like you can see it. Ink pads too. Oh, around the edges. Oh, I do have a black ink pad. I could do that. That ink I have, that I think it's archival ink. It is black. You're right. I probably could have done that. But this is working good too. So if you don't have those little tools in your arsenal, you can always go in with some black paint. You could just use acrylic paint. This is chalk paint, but you could use acrylic. It looks like it's working just lovely. I just wanted to kind of give it a little, like, shadowing. A little shadowing on our hearts so they weren't so bright. All righty. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, friends. All right, I'm going to dry them. We got to dry our hearts. So I hope everyone is in the Wild Honey event group so that you can refresh your screen and check out the next crafter. I don't even want to tell you who the next person is because it's a secret. It's a secret. So you won't be disappointed. It's a secret. All right, I like that, you guys. Look at it. Look at the change that it did to it. Added that little like definition to it. So I'm thinking maybe I'll kind of overlap them a little bit. Let's see. Let's put him on first. This is the boy heart, apparently. The other one looks more like a girl heart, so we're going with this is the man's heart. Hello, Miss Lori. So if you're just joining and you're like, what in the world is she doing? We're in an event today with the Wild Honey group called Ode to Poe, Edgar Allan Poe. So I have a little saying here, one of his sayings on a printable that I found online. And we Mod Podged it right onto this old piece of barnwood. I think it really is turning out cute. Really turning out cute. Okay, get over there. That one's going to kind of go a little sideways a little bit. Well, hello, Miss Anna. All right, let's hold it up here so you can see what we have. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Now, I was trying to decide, should I feel like I want to do this, and you guys are going to be like, I think I'm crazy. I mean, that's just a given. I thought about using some, maybe some Rub and Buff. I only have the gold leaf Rub and Buff, but it would be kind of cool to go along the kind of just hit this a little bit with some gold Rub and Buff. Don't you guys think? Don't you think it would be cool? Well, I'm doing it's my crop, so here we go. Executive decision made. Plus, we have 10 minutes, so I'm almost done. So, thank you so much, Fred. All right, I'm just gonna hit a little bit on this spindle, because you know, like, why not? A little bit on there. The gold really makes things pop. Miss Sandy, you know I'm sassy. I'll just do it. I'll just do it. It's done. Decision made. We need to rub and buff some things here. But look what it does to it. What it does to it. Just gives that little shimmer. We're gonna go down the sides of the printable, because why not? Let's see how it looks. See how it looks. It'll probably just, when I push it on here, it'll probably look kind of like it's just going right over the wood, like on the mulberry paper, where when I push hard, it has those black lines coming through. Ooh, I like that. This barnwood takes this really, really nicely. Whoops. Okay, it's a little heavy right there. It's okay, look. It's a little heavy. It's a little heavy right there. It's okay. It's okay. Remember we talked last night about using the ring finger for this, but you know, just put a little bit heavier over here and then it'll even itself out. But you know, sometimes that happens. I get a little heavy-handed. My dad would say, I got big paws. I can't help it. It just happens sometimes. There is a bridge dweller here. Well, is it a bad thing? Is there bad things happening? I don't see it. Is there bad things happening? Is there bad things happen? Are bad things afoot? I do like this. Okay, I'm gonna hit a little bit on the heart too, you guys, on the fabric of the hearts. Oh, this is cute. So far, okay, good. Good. It happens from time to time, you know. I'll have to ask my aunt if she would like this. She might like this. I don't know how she feels about him. I don't know how she feels, but she'll let me know. She'll let me know. You've got big paws. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. I got my big paws from my dad. Big paws. Okay. I need to branch out into like some silver Rub and Buff, just to try some different colors. But I really like this gold. And you guys, look how much. I mean, I've had this gold. I mean, this is all full down here. I just squeeze right there. Okay, if I gently just kind of swipe a little bit through here, just to add a little bit more. You guys, last night at our casino that we have here, they had their annual Halloween contest. They always do a parade, so we were watching they put it on Facebook Live. We didn't see it live, but we watched the replay. Some people are so creative. There was one freak who had a flasher costume. Now that was just kind of gross. A little bit does go a long way, doesn't it? And it was a she. It was a she flasher, and I was like, a little tacky, but takes all kinds. All right, let's see how this looks now. So we've got 7 minutes. Oh, I think this is looking really good, you guys. Look at it. What do you think? You're so heavy-handed, you're worried about using stuff to distress. Well, you can see what it did right there, but I don't mind it. Do you guys see the hearts? Okay, I want to do a little bit more on this one. I like how it kind of almost makes the hearts look a little like they're just glittery across the front of them. Do you see the hearts? See how it makes them look a little bit glittery? Thank you, Miss Sandy. Thank you. Okay, we got a couple more minutes. I wasn't sure how long this was going to take me. So I'm just going to go across the edges. We can just chit-chat here and, for a few more minutes. Don't get a sliver now, because this wood is not... Don't be getting yourself a sliver. I think this is really cool. And on the back of this, there was a hanger, because this must have been the piece that... of the 4 that had the hanger on it, and I did remove the hanger because it was on here sideways, but I could put it right up here at the top and hang it right up on the wall. Hang it right up on the wall. I really like the Rub and Buff added a little bit more to it. So basically we kept it to black, red, gold, and then obviously our paper. And I don't know if there's really any significance to Poe with those colors or anything. I don't know if it's a signature color. Did he have a signature color? I don't know. I think he would be really into the black, right? I think this turned out really cute. Really stinking cute. I'm happy with the work we've accomplished in this 45 minutes. All right, hold on. I'm gonna try to clean my fingers here. You guys, if you're not in the Wild Honey group, please, 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 please join them, because they always have unique events. And I also craft with on the Wild Honey page. On the Monday they do the page hops, and I believe this Monday is another page hop that I am in. Well, thank you. So they're a fun little group. Hello, Aunt Anita. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, so let's recap, because we got just a few minutes. I almost said the name of the next crafter. I'm not even going to tell you. You're going to have to go to Wild Honey, and you're going to have to check out the next crafter, because we just want you to keep jumping to the next and the next and the next, so you can see all of the amazing creativity in the Ode to Poe event today, because everybody's doing something different, just like normal, but everything's going to be Edward Allan Poe inspired. So, had this piece of barnwood. I found this printable online when I just looked for quotes from him, and it says, "We loved with a love that was more than love." And like I told you, it was just the outline, and I took a Sharpie, like a fine line Sharpie, and just filled everything in. And then his name is Rick at the bottom. That was on there as well. And then it had the raven at the top, and so I just colored in that little heart, and then I made the 2 little kind of wonky hearts to signify the 2 hearts of the love that him and his wife, we assume, we as in I, like me, the internet assumes that Annabelle Lee, that poem was written about his wife, Virginia. And when Miss Kelly Cat was on, she mentioned about him dying at 40, and I hadn't realized that either when I was looking last night. I'm like, yeah, you like the Deep Scarlet Red, isn't that pretty? And it's kind of like that that material has kind of like a vine pattern in it. I was looking for something that wasn't too like, oh, I got velvet and vine designs. It has like a little vine in it. Isn't that cool? I tried to find something dark like that. I mean, to like resemble just, you know, the red of, I didn't want like ticking or anything like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So what do you guys think? Do you think it turned out cute? Oh, and then we just rub and buff the, you know what, out of it. Because I think it really added some more to it. And I think it turned out stinking cute. This isn't something you see me do every day, but this is what's really fun about being in other events or different events with themes, is that it kind of does make you go outside of your norm and try something new. And that's what I appreciate about Miss Lois from Wild Child Mercantile and Miss Stephanie from Honey and Bear Creates, and also their great helper, friend, assistant, third party, whatever, Miss Sandy from Sandy's Burlap and Bling. She does a lot with them as well in coordinating their events. So I appreciate all three of those ladies inviting me to be a part of it. And I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of this day. And if you didn't get to see Miss Mandy or Miss, I just want to call her Kelly Cat. I'm just calling her Kelly Cat. Before me, you want to go back and watch their replays because they were great as well. And like I said, you're going to have to if you're not watching from Wild Honey, get over there to that group and you can see the next creator who's up after me. You guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys have a great rest of your day. I am going to be headed out to Mother's here in a little bit to help her get her pumpkins up. You know, it's that time of year and it's a beautiful day. Hope it warms up a little bit more, but you guys have a great one and we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.